Okay, so we are making some mac and cheese, something that is beloved in both Canada and the United States. What do we need in advance?
Okay, ingredients for mac and cheese. Butter, all-purpose flour, milk. This is going to be your cream sauce and your base from everything coming from it. Seasonings, paprika, cayenne pepper, Worcestershire sauce, Lea and Perrins if possible. Cheeses in the mac and cheese today, we will have American cheese, Philadelphia cream cheese, cheddar cheese, and Parmesan cheese. And to bake it in the oven, we will be using a little bit of breadcrumbs, bacon, and more of this Parmesan cheese off to the side here. So, starting mac and cheese. We're going to melt our butter and stir in our flour. Okay, pop it in, stir that into the butter please, make sure everything is all mixed together. And do cayenne pepper as well, and do paprika. So mix that all together. See how it's all come together now. You got a nice little paste in the bottom of the pot. At this point, I can just grate a little bit of garlic here. But about this garlic right here is okay, and I'm just going to take it, tap it in the bottom there, keep on stirring, don't let it burn. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you add a third of this milk, about, and then we're going to stir it to combine. And then you're going to add another third of that milk. Go for it. And we're going to stir it. Combine it. Don't worry about those lumps. The whisk will break them all up. Okay, add that last one there. Just add the rest. And basically when this comes up to heat, it's going to thicken up. It's going to turn into a bit more of a creamy sauce, and then what's going to happen is we're going to let it cook out for a couple of minutes, and that's going to allow all the starches in the sauce and the flour to cook out and become much smoother. So you don't just boil it and start adding things. You actually have to cook this one out a little bit. So you can see that the sauce is slightly thickened now. You have to have a good balance of cheeses when you're making mac and cheese, so you need a good amount of high moisture cheeses. You can use only Philadelphia or any kind of cream cheese because of the high moisture content. It can really add a lot of creaminess and smoothness to your sauce as opposed to just adding cheddar cheese or Parmesan cheese, which will typically give you a kind of grainy, sandy kind of sauce. So at this point, you're going to keep on stirring, and I'm going to add in my cream cheese. Just keep on stirring while I keep on adding things. It's melting, it's lumping, but you're whisking it out as time goes on. Okay, now you see how everything's actually incorporated right now? You see how beautiful that looks?
Nice and homogeneous.
Yeah, very creamy. So now I can add all 200 grams of cheddar.
Oh, now you see the stickiness, really.
Yeah, the gooey, the stringy, that's the cheese. Okay, so Parmesan cheese. You can take half of the Parmesan cheese here and add it in, because everyone likes Parmesan as well. And then the other half we'll use to bake on top. Just keep on going. You're almost there. You see how it's smooth again?
Yes.
And we just crack some pepper in there. I like some black pepper, just a little bit. Yep, super nice. Look at how creamy, and right now it's a little bit thick. And one of the things you run into with mac and cheese is you want it to stay velvety and creamy the entire time you're cooking it. So when we boil our macaroni and we add it to our sauce, we're actually going to add some of that pasta water in here to loosen it up, and it's going to look almost soupy.
So it's just a little bit of canola oil? Or?
Yep, just a little bit of vegetable oil to get you started here. You're going to add all of your bacon into the pan here.
All of the bacon.
Yep, and we're going to try and get it nice and golden brown. What you're really looking for is that nice amount of foam as well, because basically what we're going to do is once it's all hot and starting to brown, we're going to add our breadcrumbs into that, and you're going to let the breadcrumbs kind of soak up all of that fat and all that pork flavor. In the meantime, we'll preheat our oven to 180 degrees. So we're going to cook the macaroni, and we're going to put it inside of this pasta with some of this water from the pot to loosen it up. We're going to pour them into these bowls, and we're going to top with our beautiful crumb here, and we're going to bake it for 25 minutes.
Perfect.
And then
This is really good. I hope it turned out well for you all at home, and enjoy. Bon appetit.